Hello students, today we will discuss about Coulomb's law. In electrostatic, Coulomb's law is very important, right? So before we can go for the Coulomb's law, we must have to understand this law is for 2-point charges, right? आप जब भी कूलम्स लॉ स्टडी करेंगे तो आपको कंसीडर करने पड़ेंगे 2-point चार्जेस एंड सेकंड थिंग these two charges they are always in state of rest. Fine, they are not moving, that is the distance between these two charges is always fixed. So let us suppose the 2-point charges they are q1 and q2 and distance between these two is represented by r. Then according to Coulomb, this statement is divided into two parts. Part number 1, these are the 2-point charges, one is plus q1, another one is plus q2. What will happen? Like charges always repel. तो यहाँ पे मेरे पास आएगी force of repulsion. But if I am considering any one charge should be the negative. Suppose ये negative है, ये positive है, then there is a force of attraction. Fine. So according to the Coulomb statement, the force of attraction or repulsion between 2-point charges is directly proportional to product of the magnitude of charges. What I mean by magnitude? कोई चार्ज अगर यहाँ पे नेगेटिव होता तब भी आप उसके लिए पॉजिटिव सिंबल ही लगाते. दिस इज द मीनिंग ऑफ नेगेटिव. And number 2, second part of the statement, the force of attraction or repulsion between two charges is inversely proportional to square of distance between these 2-point charges. So what is the distance between these 2-point charges? That is represented by r. My motive is now to combine the statement. So while you are combining this statement, the force of attraction or repulsion between 2-point charges directly proportional to q1 q2 and inversely proportional to r square. So this is proportionality. While we are removing this sign of proportionality, there is always a constant which is introduced. So here constant introduced is represented by k. So now the Coulomb force is equal to F, that is k q1 q2 divided by r square, and this formula is known as Coulomb force. This is your equation number 1. So according to Coulomb law, force is always equal to k q1 q2 divided by r square. This is part 1 while we are studying Coulomb's law. Now part 2. In the second part, I need to define this k. What is the value for the k in different media? So let's talk one by one about the different values of k. Come for the part number 1. If I am talking about SI system, fine. What I mean by SI system? When these two charges which I kept here, ये हैं आपके पास दो charges Q1 Q2, ये दोनों charges मैं SI system में study करूँगा, and these two charges they kept in either air or in vacuum, right? So I am talking about the SI system, and the charges they either kept in air or in vacuum. What will happen to the k? So either they kept in air or in vacuum. Then the value for this constant of proportionality k, that is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught. And while solving this value will come out to be 9 into 10 raised to power 9 Newton meter square per Coulomb square. So when this value of k is, when I am talking about the SI system and the charges they kept either in air or in vacuum. So under this condition, my equation number 1 can be written as. तो यहाँ पे आपकी Coulomb force की ये equation कैसे लिखी जाएगी? This is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught product of the magnitude of given two charges divided by distance square, and this is my second equation. Fine. So when I took the medium should be air or vacuum and I am dealing with the SI system, then this is new formula for the Coulomb force. K is replaced by 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught, right? Come for the second case. In the second case, now I am talking about CGS system. So if now in CGS system, CGS मतलब length is measured in centimeter, mass is measured in gram, and time is measured in second. And again the two charges, they either kept in air or kept in vacuum. Fine, only I am changing the system of unit. Earlier it is SI, now it is CGS. So in CGS system, if now I am taking air and vacuum where the charges are kept, then under such condition, this constant of proportionality is equal to unity. So what will happen to equation number 1? Again the Coulomb force equation can be written as, now F is equal to, K is equal to 1. It is product of the magnitude of charges divided by distance square between these two. So this is my next equation number 3, right? So now I defined my Coulomb force first in SI system and then in CGS system, but I have taken that charges should be either in air or in vacuum. Come for the third case also. There is third case, and in the third case, now what I am going to consider, I am taking a medium, in any of the medium. So what is the meaning of this? It means when two charges they placed in a medium, तो उस केस में आपका जो कूलम फोर्स की इक्वेशन होगी वो क्या बनेगी, या डाइलेक्ट्रिक कांस्टेंट K in a medium is represented by 1/4 pi epsilon. लास्ट टाइम मैंने यूज करा था एप्सिलॉन नॉट, permittivity of the free space, but here now I am talking about epsilon, and this epsilon is permittivity of the medium. So this I need to change, that is the permittivity of the medium. It means now in equation number 1 I need to replace the K by 1/4 pi epsilon. So therefore equation number 1 can be written as, now the Coulomb force between two charges in a given medium, m का मीनिंग है मीडियम. So this Coulomb force is equal to, in place of K it is 1/4 epsilon Q1 Q2 divided by r square. So these are the respective equations for the Coulomb's law while we are studying Coulomb's law. Number 1, in SI system where air or vacuum that is taken as a medium. Then second one, in CGS system where air or vacuum that is taken as a medium between two charges. But at the last I am talking about a medium. Medium may be, you see, water, maybe honey or something else. So this epsilon naught that is replaced by epsilon. कितने